I'm at Madison tonight, and this year I promised myself that when the opportunity presented itself to do readings for people, I would stop saying no. And so tonight I started doing one reading, and it's at Yasko and Chris's event.
Hide and seek too, baby.
There were a lot of people here. So one reading led to another reading, led to another reading. And the process is so interesting because it's not like I'm sitting across from people whose backgrounds I know. I'm sitting across from like complete strangers. And I really wanted to understand how the psychic mind works, how mediumship works. And the only way to learn about it is to do it, it seems. It's kind of like art, right? You learn by doing, not by only theorizing. My process for spirit art is just sit down with a blank piece of paper and just do it. Just flow. Whatever comes out, comes out. It's part of my process as an intuitive, a medium, a psychic, is to use these symbols that I've used for so many years. And for years, I really wanted to understand what they were fully, right? But as I've gotten older, I just really want to understand their utility. I want to understand how they work for me, and that's really what matters most. But years ago, when I was in my 20s and I had a lot more fiery energy and time, I sent so many emails to college professors around the world telling them that I had come across a language. I didn't explain how, and asking if they could help me place where that language was from. And what was fascinating wasn't really that we landed the language, although we had some really interesting leads. What was fascinating is that linguists, professional language experts, had leads at all, right? Like if it were just gibberish, would they have had leads? Was it confirmation bias? So now I use my symbols like tarot. Like a lot of people use tarot or any other reading tool. I use them to help decipher what I am experiencing intuitively and automatically.
My sister asked some questions first because she had a dream about one of Becca's symbols. And it was very specific. So she was trying to redraw it for Becca. And Becca took her off to the side for a personal reading and to do a drawing. And my sister stopped her and said, wait, my sister needs to get in on this. And so brought me over and showed me the picture and just, wow. The person that the reading was about was my brother, that he took his own life the day before my birthday a few years ago. I always blamed myself that I wasn't a good enough sister. And it just about broke me. But to know that he is over there with our mom and he's forgiven me and not in any pain, and he's at peace. It just gave me so much comfort, and it filled a very big hole in my heart for my brother. He was my best friend. We talked almost every day, even though we lived in different states. He lived in Tennessee in our mother's old house. And I talked to him all the time. He was he was funny. He was quite the character. We're all a little loud. I don't know if it's just our southern ways and we're not as reserved or what. But it came through with Becca, his personality, and that was pretty incredible. So it was his eyes. It almost looked like he was alive. It's very strange when you walk up to a drawing of someone you recognize, especially from a younger age and a younger time. It just like he was there, like he's there on that paper. After the whole reading, I I didn't know if my heart was going to start beating again. I had to step out of the building. And I'm very, very, very happy and grateful to Becca. Thank you very, very much. It is going to go on a frame in my house on the wall so that my brother will always be looking up. He was a good big brother.
When I came here today, first of all, I'm wearing white pants, so I wasn't planning on doing charcoal drawings. But on the way out the door of my house today, I grabbed my sketchbook on a whim so that if something came up that I was doing a reading, notice I was planning on doing a reading. If something came up that I was planning on doing a reading, I wasn't doing it on a napkin. I grabbed my notebook and a couple of charcoal pencils, and then lo and behold, I ended up doing readings from 3 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. back to back, no breaks, which I'm grateful for the opportunity to have done that. To have had the opportunity to connect with people and their loved ones and their most vulnerable private moments. I feel very grateful and privileged to be somebody who's even allowed or given the opportunity to do that. So I'm very grateful. It's really cool to be at a place where I just see it as an incredible privilege and not a curse and not a scary thing. It doesn't mean I'm always right. I have no idea what's going to come through that. When I open the door, when I put a pen to paper or charcoal to paper, I have no idea what's going to come through. And saying yes and being willing to say yes has been really cool. Really cool.
As she was drawing her, I was looking and she was talking about like she's at peace and everything. She kept focusing on the divide in her hair. And the hair was about here. She kept focusing on the divide. And when I kept looking, it looked like my mother. She talked about me and my sister not fighting all the time, that we have each other. But the picture itself was, it was just downright, that was my mother. Like I felt it. It was light. I was happy. In fact, she said she was at peace because she died very young. And she was at her younger state because when she passed away, she looked completely different. So this was my younger mother when she... And the length of her hair made me think when she had cut her hair after my dad got divorced. My mother always had really long hair down to her butt. My mother cut her hair short. It was the only time I saw her short hair, and that's what came through. So I always wonder if that's like where she was the happiest. That's where she was the happiest. So I totally loved the reading. I tried hard not to cry. But I felt like, she said she was rooting us on. She was so proud of us. Like she was jumping around heaven, just so happy for us. And she was very proud of both of us. And that was so heartwarming because it's been 30 years. And she was saying she's still there with us. She's still here with us. So it was amazing. It was amazing. And when Tiffany put the picture up next to her, I was like, that's my mom. That's my mom, definitely my mom. And I'm happy she's at peace because she deserves to be at peace. It's my mom.
Like, out of all the people in the entire world, out of all the shapes that my hand could have formed, why does it look so similar to, other than it just being real, right? Like, it's definitely real to me, and it seems to have so much meaning for the people who sit across from me. And I guess at the end of the day, that's what matters most.
I love her. I miss her. She was like the backbone of the family. She held us all up and only wanted the best for us. And if I can go back, if I could just sit down and talk with her for a little bit, oh my God, I would just tell her everything that's been going on and that she was a strong person in our life. She's the reason we all did what we've done so far. And if she's watching us, I'm glad she's proud of us because she said she was proud of us. But it was a very good reading. I'm very happy. I'm going to frame it. I'm super happy. Thank you so much.
But the drawing of this beautiful mom, so interesting, so clear, so beautiful.
So I met up with Rebecca, and she started drawing doing some charcoal, and she was rubbing the paper, and then she started doing the second picture, which was of a younger person. And she said, the first thing that comes to my mind is fear, and that I believe this is your mother. And I thought I was drawing you on the top, but I think this is you on the bottom of the picture, which is a child. And she just started telling me that my mom was very aware that that I have a lot of fear, but just to not be afraid. She was saying that I was a smart child when I was young, and that I have to believe that the opportunity I have in my life is not something scary, but just to focus on myself. And she kept going back to that fear, and I have a lot of fear of messing up, of doing things wrong. I've had a huge rise in what I'm doing in my career, and it was just kind of like odd that she hit on that. And one of the interesting things is that when she was drawing the younger, what she thought was me, there's a look on my face which is kind of a tentative, a little bit concerned, a little bit wary, and I'm always been like that as a child, just always concerned about if I'm doing something right or what other people are thinking. And in the end, she just said that your mom wants you to know that she wants me to shine my light, let other people watch what I'm doing, and to take care of myself, because I get 4 to 5 hours of sleep a night. And that did come up where she said, tired keeps coming up. You're tired, and it's true. I'm tired. She just it was just spot on.
So I do this thing where I have people ask a question in their mind and not tell me what they're asking. That makes it so that I am not front-loaded, and I am not inferring what I think the answer is based on what I already know. It's like a blind reading. And those have been so interesting. One resulted in me learning of somebody's IUD. Another resulted in me learning that person had asked, were they going to catch a turkey when they went hunting? It's like, you never know what's going to come through. Sometimes it's trivial, and sometimes it's lighthearted, and sometimes it's very, very serious, emotional, and deeply meaningful.
Well, my mom passed away at 44 from breast cancer, and one of the things that Rebecca had asked was, think of a question, and and we could talk about that without telling me. And I remember thinking, like, are you happy? And then I thought, well, what do I do? And I didn't even know what to say, what was. And that's when she started talking about, let people watch you, let people support you, take care of yourself, don't be afraid, you're right where you're supposed to be, and almost like, believe in yourself. And that's one of the toughest things for me. And it felt, what I do have to say, when she said, your mom is telling me that you were always smart, you were always the smart child, and I thought, that's totally something my mom would say. And that felt really good. So this is the drawing. And I think the look in my eyes resonated with me, because I kind of feel like that's how I am on the inside, that always kind of tentative, like, what's going on? But I do believe that the biggest thing that resonated with me was her saying, that there isn't any reason to be afraid. Opportunity isn't scary. She did bring up this music thing, and I asked her about it later, and she said she saw a stringed instrument come up, like it came in and then came out. And I said, well, that's interesting, because I play guitar. Yeah. So, and maybe that was it was right after my mom said, protect yourself. And so maybe that's my mom's way of saying, get back to that. That was, this is definitely my mom when she was younger. Even the ears, because she had the pointed ears, and she always had it behind her. She always had her hair behind her ears, and it kind of stuck out. And that's my mom when she was younger. Hair, split down the middle. So it was just amazing. I just feel like my mom is okay. And she did say that my mom is in a peaceful place, and that she's watching, and that she loves us and loves me, and proud of me. So, yep, awesome.
I wish that I could just snap my fingers and know what's going to come through, because that would be easy. I wish I had some sort of magical phone to the other side, an infallible way of communicating with whatever spirit is, but I don't. So I'm always very clear about that. When I sit down to do any sort of spirit communication, I don't know what it's going to be. It could be something meaningful in someone's life that has nothing to do with a loved one on the other side, or it could be someone's loved one who has passed away. It could be a hope for healing. It could be a prayer. It could be something so silly as somebody just had an IUD put in, which, yes, that's a real reading.
My sister, which is her right here, had taken her own life last year in February.
Evidential mediumship is about bringing through the essence of somebody, but also like starting with some sort of proof, something that helps identify who that person is, and then digging into whatever that message is that that person wants to communicate.
It was the wildest thing was I had my sister's ashes. It's always like on my heart, and she's like, "Are you wearing something on your heart?" I said, "Like your sister." I was like, "Yeah."
So for Megan, it was a really specific moment in time with very specific emotional details that helped us to know that message was coming from her sister.
The day that I found out that she took her life, she's like, was it a doorway or hallway? I said, it was in a doorway. What I love about her is like the understanding, and that, my sister's always watching over me, and that she's okay. And that's the reassurance. But right above you, like, as they're always watching down on me and stuff. And then like the flowers, my sister had a ton of flowers at her awake. And then she's everywhere. Like, I've had a lot of things happen, like that lets me know she's there.
I'm trying to say yes to readings more. It is still very hard for me. I still feel incredibly resistant. But like, I've made up my mind also that this is something I want to chase, regardless of how I feel. Like, I just want to. I feel like I've been circling it for so many years that it's time.
They're very powerful.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. I'm glad you got this here.
Yeah, I'm so glad to. Thank you so much.
It was so random too. That
it was so random.
Yeah. It was like, it's going to be one of those nights. She went for like 7 hours and she was just so compelled. Yeah. And you were talking about the nose too when we were walking out.
The nose ring. My sister had a lot of piercings there. Sometimes she'd have her nose ring in and stuff. And my mom hated the nose ring. Because she thought it was like a booger. She's like, your sister's so fierce and like just out there. I'm like, yeah, that's my sister.
I got here at 3 o'clock and I just finished doing readings for people at 10:30 p.m. So that was straight through. I impromptu again, sat down, brought my sketchbook on a whim and charcoal. I went through 2 nubs of charcoal and we just did readings for hours. You can see I got charcoal on my face and all over my hands. I was at another event recently and Haley was asking me about how readings work, and I could tell that she kind of wanted one. Old me would have been like, okay, maybe you should go to a psychic sometime. And this version of me, the one that says yes, even when it's scary, said, I don't have my sketchbook. And then, like a poet or a musician that writes song lyrics and poems on napkins, I said, grab a napkin and let's do this.
Becca did some nice little drawing
Very professionally on.
on a paper towel. And she got something about a medium-sized brownish dog.
Oh, she's precious.
I wonder if it was hers, especially since her collar is in the car.
Oh, her collar's in your car?
Yeah.
Oh.
If you know anything about psychic readings and psychic energy and how that works, or how it might work, it is possible that because there was an object that could either strengthen the connection to the loved one or could provide some sort of psychometry.
And her birthday's the same day as mine.
Oh, is it really?
Yes.
That's actually cool.
And something about an older man. And it's probably about my grandpa and I would to call her my soul dog. And they lived together, so it might be a correlation.
Okay, yeah.
And she was a smaller.
Was she like patchy color-wise? A little bit.
That's wild.
Was that at your grandpa's house?
She lived at my grandpa's house.
Your grandpa?
See, look, there we all are. Me, my grandpa, my grandma, and the dog.
Oh my goodness. Amazing.
And she only liked me. She hated my boy cousins and wanted to attack them.
And it was really cool because it was just an automatic sketch of an older man and a mention of a dog and a handful of other things. But what was cool about it, and Haley didn't actually remember this until like an hour after the reading, and she came up to me and she was like, "Oh, I forgot."
I'm also wearing my grandpa's pajama pants. Cozy. Just the jacket? No, I have a shirt in the car. And the dog's collar in the car.
I'm wearing my grandpa's pajama pants and I have the dog's leash in the car. Like, it's possible those PJ pants were really pivotal.
We'd always get a chopped down Christmas tree for Christmas.
I am just editing your face.
Do what?
I was just editing all these videos together from all the readings I did. What's up?
So, you remember when you did a reading at Madison Seminary? And you're talking about a ring?
You mean
Like a
the
wedding
reading
ring?
for you? Yes, ma'am, I do.
My sisters had an engagement ring that I had no idea about.
I was just looking at that too because I was trying to remember, because I was looking at the drawing I did for you. I was trying to remember what it meant. So your timing is really, really perfect.
Yeah.
Aw.
So that's my new wedding ring. I'm going to wear that from now on.
How'd you get it? Tell me the story of how you got it.
My dad is like, I have something to give you. And he gave me like a coloring book. And then he's like, give me a box. And I opened it up. It was like a diamond ring. And I bawled.
So it was
You know.
it was your sister's ring.
My sister, I guess it was an engagement ring or wedding ring. I don't know. Like she might have plans to get married.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing
It's
that.
beautiful.
So did your dad find out about the reading and that's how you got it, or was it just coming to you and you didn't know?
I didn't know.
Oh, cool. So it was
I
like
did get the cigarettes last night.
okay.
And then all of a sudden the ring comes.
Oh, I love that. So it must have been like a precursor, like it's coming. Like neither one of us knew what that meant, and now we know. Well, I appreciate you sharing it with me. That's very beautiful.
I was like, I gotta call Rebecca. I was like, when I got that, immediately I gotta call her. But
I think that's very cool. That is very good news to get on a day when I have the foil.
Very wild.
It is wild because you were like, I don't know what that means. And I was like, I don't
I was like,
either.
what does that mean? But when I got the ring, it clicked. I was like, what?
That is so cool. Well, he must have been
Yeah.
planning on giving it to you, right? Like he was planning on giving it to
Right.
you. Oh my God. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, so beautiful.
That was freaking wild. Did you see that?
Yeah.
The prediction of a ring that we were like, we don't know what it means. And
I didn't even know anything about a ring.
I'll
I
have
didn't
to
know
show
about
you, because I didn't really put it into the edit because it didn't make sense. But there was a little part where a ring kept coming up. Like I kept seeing a ring in my head. And then I was like, well, maybe it's a symbol. Maybe it means something else. And then she just called me to tell me that she was given her sister's ring as a gift just now. It was like so cool because she called me on Facebook Messenger and I was like, that's random.
I know this random.
better
I was
answer.
like, Megan's trying to call you
I
right
have
now.
the flu. I better answer. And then that's very cool because it's almost like her sister knew that she was going to get that present.
Oh, that gave me chills. That's wild.
And she wanted to make sure that she knew that she knew. That is very cool. Oh, Megan. That's cool. I have the flu.